A while ago, when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry got married, I know a lot of people were so excited about it, or they stayed up into the middle of the night to watch the wedding. And, you know, I saw clips of it online. I wasn't going to stay up and watch that. And I didn't really even talk about it at the time period. But after the honeymoon was over, the good old white supremacy started coming out. See, you have to understand something. You talk about America and the racism that's in America. You better really think about history for a minute, ladies and gentlemen, especially Black Americans. It wasn't, quote unquote, America that started slavery. It was the British. When you talk about 1619, America was not formed. It was British colonies. The British is the one that brought slaves over here. Understand? The British is the one that colonized many areas in the continent of Africa, like Ghana, like Kenya, Uganda, just to name three that the British colonized. They colonized Hong Kong. Everywhere they were going, they was colonizing. So they don't have a great history. Now, we understand that July 4th, 1776, America was started, and they continued the slavery practice for another almost 100 years before slavery was abolished. But this is the architect of white supremacy. It comes from the British. So Harry marries Meghan Markle, and some of you that run around online and try to say a person like Meghan Markle isn't Black. Well, I tell you what, that royal family and those people over there in the UK, let Meghan Markle know real quick that you are a Black woman, and don't you ever forget it. You will never be accepted as half white or white. Never. Not to say that she tried to do that, but I'm just saying the way they treated her. They criticized her for every little thing that she was doing. Let me read to you what they were criticizing her on. Stupidity. Because see, when people don't like you, they'll find any reason to start messing with you. Understand? See, Black folk all over the world, you have to understand, pay attention to the actions of people, historically or even now. The way they treat you is how they feel about you. It's not about the lip service. It's not about them in the UK saying, oh, this is post-racial UK. No, it's not. I just recently conducted an interview, which you will see, with Juliet Ryan from the Blackset channel. And she informed me that in the UK, the brothers and sisters were paying taxes to the families of the slave owners all the way up to 2015. Now imagine that. I didn't know that. That's what the brothers and sisters was doing. Very, very sick to do that. You want to make sure to take care of the slave master, but they the one that got African slaves. They were the one that brought us over here. So when you talk about slavery and the American government, you also got to talk about the British too. When you talk about reparations, it's not just one, it's all of them. Now, Meghan Markle was criticized on silly things like when she was eating avocados. They say the Daily Mail ran that she was eating avocados. Who don't eat a lot of avocados? Avocados is good in this form, right? A lot of people like doing avocado toast now. That's a big thing for a lot of people. They said that her eating avocados fueled human rights abuses, drought, and murder. For eating avocados? Well, if that's the case, all of us are guilty of that. But they wanted to run that because they didn't like her, because they did not like seeing that Black woman in their royal family. They would criticize her for wearing dark nail polish. They didn't like that. They said that she was considered an outsider. They didn't like her because of her race. See, one thing you guys have to understand, you guys not telling the truth about marrying into different groups, okay? Certain groups, depending on who it is, could treat you one way or another. A lot of times, especially with people in their royal family, they did not want Harry with that woman. They didn't want that. Because see, there are people that will say they're not racist, but they don't want their children to have children with a black person, because they know that if that black person have a child with them, they're not gonna come out looking white. Only a white woman can, and a white man can produce a white child. Is that serious? And they didn't like the look of a black woman, even though she had a white parent. They didn't like the look of a light-skinned black woman being in that royal family. They had called her the N-word. They called her monkey. They said she needs to take her N-word baby out of here. That's what they were saying about Meghan Markle. And her and Harry got tired of it. They got very tired of the racism. And I'm pretty sure that he got his eyes open how it feels to be a black person. And that's good. That's actually good. And I'm actually glad Meghan Markle married into that family. Meghan, I thank you for doing that, because your move exposed that whole country and exposed that royal family for what they really are. They were ugly to Meghan Markle. They didn't want to include her in anything. I mean, this is how she was treated. And see, when they got married, there was a picture of the queen and this look she had. And I told people, oh, look how that queen looking. And people try to dismiss it like, oh, no, that's how she look all the time. I said, nah, That look she had was not of approval at all. Now, you know, some family members will go along with you to keep you happy, but they couldn't stand seeing that black woman there. Now, let me show you how more racist the media was in the UK toward her. So once again, the Daily Mail they took a picture of her holding her stomach, you know, being pregnant. And they put in the paper, why can't Meghan Markle keep her hands off her bump? But months later, when Harry's brother William's wife Kate was doing the exact same thing, they wrote she was tenderly cradling her bump. I'm laughing about it because I don't understand black folk. I don't understand some of you. Like, have you looked at history? Like, do you get it that we're not liked or wanted like that? You understand? We're not liked or wanted. It's a very minority of people that may say they like us like that and mean it. But when the actions, whether in America or wherever else, especially here in America, you know people don't like you when you move into a neighborhood. Too many people like you move into a neighborhood and all of them move out. Like, how much more hateful you need to be? Say, I can't stand y'all. I'm moving, I'm setting my whole house and uprooting my whole life because you around me. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you call it terms like white flight. Well, no, you really need to think about the things they do when we come around. A black school is a bad school. A school with white kids is a good school. Like, y'all don't, I don't get mad at it because I get it. That's why I don't get mad at it. Some of y'all get hurt. Oh, you hurt. You're hurt. Why they treat me like that? And I'm looking at you like, look at history. Like, how much more do you need to see? They had Barack Obama. Same thing. White parent and a black parent. They called him all kind of names. He bent over backwards for him. They still called him N-word, monkey. They was doing lynching effigies of Barack Obama. And he didn't do nothing for black folk. You would think he would be the one that do the most for black folk because the way they were treating him. No, he didn't do that. So they stepped away from their royal duties. They said, you know what? We can't deal with this no more. And Harry is just looking at it like, man, it's just like, this is sad. Like, look at how they treating her, right? So he stepped back and they said that they were going to spend their time between the UK and Canada, probably in Canada a lot more. They say they're going to work to be financially independent. Now, the Queen, of course, she didn't like that move. And she had a discussion with Harry, and Meghan wasn't even there. She was on a conference call to be in there, but they didn't want her on the conference call too long. But this is what she married into. Men and women, you need to rethink of that a lot of times, especially with people that have proven for hundreds of years that they have enslaved us, mass incarcerated us, beat us, don't care if the police kill us. It don't matter if they're in America, the UK, whatever. They have proven long enough the relationship they want to have with black folk. I'm cool. Like I said, I am cool. If you're nice and you're a cool person, great. I'm nice to people that's nice to me. I'm friendly to people that's friendly to me. But I'm not silly. I'm not silly. I understand how the collective move. Some individuals may not move that way, but the collective move a certain way. And Meghan got her N-word wake up call. That's all. And I know she don't want to have her kids around them people. I know she don't. She probably don't want to be nowhere near some of those folks in the UK. So Meghan, I would say, you probably need to get more in touch with the black community a little bit at this point in time. We understand. We greatly understand. Now I know there's people in the comment section gonna say, oh, that what she get. Like, look, stop all that. Just stop. The fact is, she did a good thing by going into that family and exposing them, because they are the main ones that like to point their fingers at America and say, America's the most racist country. America's so racist. And yet they claim that they are less racist in America. They don't have the issues of America. Yeah, you do. Ever since Boris Johnson came in office and you guys wanted Brexit, there have been reports that there's been a lot of racist attacks and police abuse based on race that happened. The black population in the UK is very low. That's why the sister Juliet from the UK left to go to the Gambia, because the way she was being treated racially. A lot of y'all brothers and sisters run from Africa to go to the UK. Just run all over the place. And them folks don't want you like that. Y'all don't get it? And then you shocked and surprised when somebody being racist towards you. It shouldn't be surprising at this point. Like I said, I'm not upset about it, but I'm glad Meghan was used to expose what we all talk about. So they can't walk around here no more saying that they aren't that way. Oh, it's America. Oh, it's Donald Trump. No, y'all got the same issue. Y'all the architect of what's going on in America right now. It came from y'all. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stepping away from their royal duties. But hey, this is a reality, folks. So when you decide to get married into certain communities, you really need to think about that family, because that person you with may be cool, but that family may not. The family may have a alt-right member, Klans member, or whatever else. It's in the history of this country. Racism is in the history of the UK. I mean, it's there. So be careful.